All I know is someone I have always known, and this is All I've Ever Known by Orpheus and Eurydice. This puzzle is the final puzzle in this set of the Hadestown Sudoku Series, and it looks very, very minimalist. I am not sure how this one is going to work, maybe with some very tricky Sudoku. Now, this one is using Run-On Nabner lines, which is going to be a little bit interesting. I think I'm going to understand how this one works. And this is probably the song I know least from the musical. I'm not sure why, possibly because most musicals have ebbs and flows in them, and this particular song comes after a really high energy moment and just before another really high energy moment. So it's kind of a bit where you just take a bit of a breather and you just let the music wash off you and you kind of disengage a little. At least I found that I did. It's a pretty song and I absolutely adore it, but I don't know it as well as I know some of the others, because for some of the others I'm like staring at the stage and really engaged and paying attention for everyone. And for this one, like a couple of the others, I'm just sort of sitting back and it's like, this is nice. And I kind of defocus because it's like you need like breaks, and this is a break song. So hopefully the puzzle will be a break puzzle, although it's the final puzzle in the series. But I just finished recording Why We Build the Wall, and that one was rough. So maybe this one will be a little gentler. We'll find out. So there'll be a link below to where you can try this puzzle for yourself. I'm hoping there'll be more puzzles in this series for multiple reasons, but we'll see how it all goes. But yes, All I've Ever Known by Orpheus and Eurydice. Let's have a look at the rules. We've got normal Sudoku rules apply. So in every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. We've got Nabner on nO-nuR, which is basically Run-On Nabner line. So any sequence of 5 cells along the line, the gold line, must contain a run of 5 non-consecutive and non-repeating digits in any order. So the wording of basically like overlapping Nabner lines of length 5. If you don't know what Nabner lines are, they kind of not describe it, but no 2 digits anywhere on that sequence can be consecutive with each other. So any sequence of 5 must contain a run of 5 non-consecutive. It just doesn't mean that those 2 digits can't be consecutive. It means no 2 digits anywhere on that length of 5 could be consecutive. So if that digit and that digit were consecutive, this would be broken. So no consecutive digits anywhere on any run of 5. But if I was to move that blue cell to there, the same rule would apply. Anywhere I pick a set of 5 digits on this line, no consecutives, no repeats. And then thermos, digits on the grey thermos, which I'll do here, must increase from the bulb to the tip. So this digit is higher than this digit is higher than this digit is higher than this. Not sure about the shape of if the shape is supposed to mean anything. I'm going to restart the puzzle to restart my timer. Let's give this a shot. So I can tell you right now, every digit on this gold line is odd. So I'm going to use this run of 5 to explain why. Because we've got to create a set of 5 digits that do not have any consecutives. So if I start at 1, and I'm not saying this is a 1, but if I start at 1, I can't make any of these digits 2. So the next available digit would be 3. I can't make any of these digits 4, so I can't use a 2 or a 4 now. So the next available digit would be 5. I can't use a 6 now, so the next available digit would be 7, and I can't use an 8, and the next available digit would be 9. If I start at the very first available digit, the 5th digit available is the highest digit. If I was to try anything else, if I try and put a 2, let's try and start with a minimum of 2. I can't use 1 or 3, the next minimum available is 4. I can't use 5, so the next minimum available is 6. I can't use 7, the next minimum available is 9, and now there's no 5th digit available. So when you've got to have 5 digits available, these must all be odd. So all of these digits are all odd digits. So I could potentially just color them as odd. I could literally just go, bam, they're all odd. But more than that, I know better than that, so I'm actually going to get rid of this, is in this run of 5, say this is 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9, that digit can't repeat in any of those cells. So in that run of 4, that digit there can't repeat in any of those. But that run of 4 digits doesn't have orange in it. So that digit must be orange. Then that set of 4 happens and that must be orange. Then that set of 4 happens and that must be orange. And then that set of 4 happens. So those 4 digits, those 4 orange digits are all the same. And then this digit must be this digit, must be this digit, must be this digit for exactly the same reason. Let's use yellow. Then these digits are all the same. Let's use blue. Then these digits are all, no, I've got that wrong. That blue should be there. Then these digits are all the same. Let's use green. And these digits are all the same. Let's use purple. So we're always going to go orange, yellow, blue, green, purple, orange, yellow, blue, green, purple, orange, yellow, blue, green, purple, orange, yellow, blue, green, purple. Because as we go around the line, we must always have a set of 5 different digits. And if we were to do any other way of doing this, as we basically drop one off, we have to pick it up again. So as we move along, we've always got to pick up the digit that we dropped off. Now this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is only 7 or 9. So purple can only be 7 or 9. Yellow, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 can only be 1 or 3. So yellow can only be 1 or 3. Blue is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 5, 7 or 9. So this is only 5, 7 or 9. And 9, 8, 7, 6, 5 is 1, 5 or 9. So these are all 1, 5 or 9. And I don't know about orange yet, but if this is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, this can't be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If this was... So why did I put 1, 5, 9 in green? That was complete nonsense. It's 1, 3, 5. 1, 3, 5, but I don't think it could be a 5, because if this is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, we've made that digit a 7 and that digit a 9, and that digit sees that this is different to blue, and that would be a 7. So this would see both 7 and 9. So this can't be a 5. So green can't be 5. So now we've got 1, 3, and I bet I can do similar up here. No, I'm not sure. So orange is 5, 7 or 9. Can this be 5? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No, because then this would be 3 and this would be 1 and that would have to be 3 and we'd have 2 3s. If this is 5, it's 5, 4, 3 and neither green or yellow could be 3. Because this would be 1 and this would have to be 1 and both of those would have to be 1. So this blue can't be 5. So blue is not 5, blue is 7, 9, and that means we've got blue and purple is 7, 9, and orange is 5. Which puts 5 in one of those two. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, so there's something going on here. If this is 7, this is 1. But 5 is in one of, 5 is right here. I can uncolor 5. I'm going to uncolor 5. I don't need the color anymore. I'm getting rid of it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But that's a yellow. This is yellow because yellow, 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 and yellow. This is a yellow 1, 3. Green, green, green is in one of those two. This is a green, purple. Green, green, purple, purple, green, purple. This is a green, purple pair. So these can only be green or purple. 5 is not in those or those. 5 is on this line. 5 is on this line. 7, 6, 5 doesn't work. This can't be a 7 anymore. Because if this was a 7... I'd have to put a 5 in one of those two. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Yeah, it doesn't work because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If this is a 7, how do I make this line work? 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, or 7, 6 without a 5. 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. But I need to put a 5 in here. So with a 5 here, 5, 6, 7, 8, this is a minimum of 8. So purple becomes 9. So purple is 9, and there must be a 9 in one of those. And I can get rid of the purple here, and I'll change the purple here to white. And that means blue is 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Could that still work? 3, 4, 5 doesn't work anymore. This can't be a 3 because it'd have to go 3, 4, 5, and it can't. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So green is 1. And sorry, I'm going to undo that because unselect those cells. Green is 1. Yellow is 3. And this is a 1, 9 pair. And I can get rid of all of the coloring. Bam! So this is 6, maximum 6, maximum 4, maximum 3. So 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 6. And now I've got a lot of Sudoku to do. Maximum 8, maximum 7, maximum 6, maximum 5. So 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7. That's just an 8. Okay. But that's a beautiful opening and not even that tricky. The 3 is looking down, making that the 2. 7 is right here by Sudoku because 7, 7, and 7. So 9 is in one of those two. 7 is not in any of those or in any of those. That's a 7, which puts 7 in one of those two, but it's not there. That's a 7, which puts 7 in one of those two. 7 is also in one of those two. 1 is in one of those two because the 1 is knocking, or this one is knocking 1 out of all of those, and I can't put 1 at the end of a thermo. In fact, that's supposed to be a 1, but the 1 is not here. This is the 1. So 1 is in one of those two. Two is not in any of those. It's not a 1 or a 9, and it's not a 3, 4. 2 is in one of those two. Okay. It's a little bit tricky Sudoku so far, but nothing too rough. Understanding the run-on ren ban, I think, is possibly going to trick people up, but I saw that pretty quickly, I think. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 8. These are 4, 6, and 8. That can't be an 8. So that's a 4, 5, 6. So that is an 8, and that's not an 8. That's a really nice triple. So these are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are 2 and 9, which means that's not the 9, that's the 9. Okay. Did that just take the place of a 5? Yes, this is now a 5. Okay, still a little bit tricky on the Sudoku front. This row is missing 2, 3, 4, and 6. No, okay. Sorry, I was just looking at something with this thermo, and what I was looking at was complete nonsense, so I'm not even going to explain it. What's missing here? 2, 4, 6. That's not a 2 because of the 2, 9. So this, yeah, this must have a 5 in it, but 1 is in one of those two. I don't think that's helping me though. 3 is in one of those two. That's kind of interesting. So 3 is down here in one of those two. It's got to be this thermo, but I'm not seeing it being very restricted. I'm really not seeing it being very restricted. 9 is in one of those two. This is 4. Oh, the 3 makes that the 4, which makes that the 6. How about I do some basic Sudoku for a bit? Novel concept. Breaking the habit of a lifetime. Does it help me much? Well, 6 can't go in any of those or any of these. So 6 is in one of those two. Actually, that didn't do much at all, did it? Eight and 9 are still available for here. Okay. In here, I've got 2, 4, 8, and 9. So 4 is in one of those two. So 4 is in one of those two. So this is only 2 or 8. Where's 1 in this column? 1 can't go here for that. 1 can't go here or here because of the box. 1 can't go here because of that. That's the 1, that's the 9. That 9 says that's not the 9. This is the 9. And now 9 is on this thermo by Sudoku, and I can't put 9 partway along a thermo or I'd need a higher digit. That's the 9, which makes that the 2 and that the 9. And now 2 and 2 puts 2 in one of those 3. And that can't be the 2 because this would need to be a 1 and it can't be. 2 is in one of those 2. So this is 4, 6, or 8. So it's 4 or 8 because it can't be a 6. If this is a 4, this has to be a 2. And I think it can be. Okay. So this column is missing 2, 6, and 8. So this is a 2 or a 6, and this is a 6 or an 8. I can't stop that being a 2 that I could see. If that's a 2, that's a 2, and then one of those 2 is a 2. That's a 2, that's a 2. Everything seems to work. So I need to put 2, 4, 6, and 8 in here. These are all the odd digits. So these are 2, 4, 6, 8. These are 2, 4, 6, 8. That is an even digit. Well, of course, there's a lot of odd even going on because this line took up all the odd digits. But not enough to force anything. I don't think I should have turned this into a parody puzzle. Maybe I should have? So what are these? 4, 5, 6, and 8. So 4 is in one of those two. So this isn't a 4. So 4 is in one of those two. Is it this thermo? The Sudoku at the end I'm finding a little bit tricky. Actually, I'm finding a lot tricky. 8 is in one of those two. 1 is in one of those two. So what could this be? 2, 3, 6? That's not great, is it? It's a terrible pencil mark. This is only 4, 6, or 8. And that's also not a great pencil mark. Because these are all the odd digits, but this one can't be a 2 because of that. How do I stop that being an 8? If that's an 8, that's an 8. Because where is that digit? Where is this digit in this box? It can't be on its own thermo. It can't be a 5 because I've already got a 5, and it can't be in its own row. So it's one of those 3 digits, but it's not a 3 or a 7 because the 3 and the 7, those are the same digit. And they're not 3, so they're one of those 2 digits. But that could be a 2. So it's 2, 4, or 6. So these are just 2, 4, or 6. You are kidding me. Oh, come on. I thought that was a clever deduction. That digit in this box is one of those 2. And therefore one of those 2. Because that digit can't be in its row, it can't be lower on its thermo, and it's even. So it's one of those 2 digits, which means it's not one of those. It's not odd. It could be there. It's one of those 3. Oh, no. 4 or 8, so it's up here. It can't be that one. It is one of those 2 digits. If it's there, it's 8. If it's there, it's either of them. This is not helping me. What's the Sudoku I'm missing? All I know at Sudoku I have not discovered. All I know is Sudoku I have always known. These are 2, 4, 8. And they must contain a 4. So there's a 4 up here. What's going on here? Oh, this 2, 5. I haven't put 2, 5. This is a 2, 5 pair. 2 and 5 have not been placed in this box, and they can't go in any of those. So this is 1. This is 3, 6, 8. And that's not a 6. But that means this isn't the 3. This is the 3. This is known. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is a 4. So orange can't be 4 now. Because if orange was 4, this would be a 2. If orange was 4, where would I put orange in this box? I couldn't put it there. I couldn't put this is 4. I couldn't put a 4 here. This would be lower than 4. None of those would be 4. I'd have to put a 4 here, which I couldn't do. Orange is 8. And there's an 8 in one of those two, which means there's an 8 in one of those two. But orange is now 8. Great. Sort of. This is not an 8 anymore. This is a 4 or a 6. But this isn't an 8. So there's an 8 in one of those two, which means this isn't the 8. This is the 8. I think that was a tricky spot. Oh, the 2 and the 5 wasn't, and that led to it pretty quickly. Okay, maybe not. So this is 2, 4, or 6. Those are still the same digit and one of those two. So this is 2, 4, or 6, and it can't be a 4. So it can't be 1. Could be 2. It can't be 3, 4, 5. It could be 6. It can't be 7, 8, 9. So this is only 2 or 6. And I don't see how to narrow that down. So now it's got to be this thermo. If that's a 4, this goes 5, 6, 7, and that's a 4, and that's a 4. That all seems okay. Well, hang on, this is a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So these are from 3, 4, 8. There's no 3 there. Oh, no. Where's 4 in this row? That the 4 that has to be up here, where the 4 in this row, I can't make that a 4, or there's no 4 in this column. There's no 4 in those. That's the 4, which means this is 5, 6, 7. The 6 here takes 6 out of here. The 4, the 7 means this isn't the 7, this is the 7. There's no 7 here. The 6 means these aren't 6. These are 2 and 4. 6 in this box is here now by Sudoku. This is a 2 or a 4. So this is known. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a 5, meaning this is the 2 and this is the 5. Green is here, by the way. But I don't need that coloring anymore. That's just Sudoku. I'll probably miss it, but it is just Sudoku now. These are 1, 2, and 6, and there's no 2. So this is 1 or 6. Something in this row? 1, 4, 6, 8. So this is 1, 6, or 8. 2, 4. Where's 6 in this box? I can't put 6 in any of those. That's the 6, meaning that's the 1. This is not the 1. The 1 looks across saying this isn't the 1, that's the 1. The 8 takes 8 out of there. So this is 2, 3, or 4. 6 is in one of those two. These are 1, 2, 4. Oh, 1 and 4 means this is the 2, this is the 4, this is the 2, this is the 4, and by Sudoku that's now the 4. There's no 4 here, this is a 2, 8 pair. This is the 1. To me, way too long to see that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8. These are 6 and 8. And the 6 makes that the 8, that the 6, which makes that the 2 and that the 8. These are 4 and 6 now. And the 6 looks down, making that the 4 and that the 6. Something looking up here. The 2 looks up, making that the 4 and that the 6. So this is a 2, 3 pair. The 4 looks across, making that the 3, which makes that the 2 and that the 3. This is a 4, 8 pair in the row, and the 4 is looking at making that the 8 and that the 4. There's no 3 here. This is a 2, 6 pair. Something. The 8 is looking down, making that the 2, that the 8. The 2 looks up, making that the 6 and that the 2. The 6 means that's not the 6, but there's something else. The 8 looks down, making that the 3, which makes that the 8, which makes that the 6. And that is the correct solution to the puzzle. all I've ever known. All I know is something I have always known. As I said, this is a song. This is probably the song that has gripped me the least from the musical. And it's not that I don't like it. It is still a very high quality song. It's not that I don't like love songs. One of my favorite songs from Hamilton is Satisfied. And that's just a pure love song. That puzzle was absolutely incredible. Really, really cool. The opening concept and then the way it works, I definitely flummoxed on the Sudoku. I think it was in row 8, but I got there and that was a beautiful little puzzle. That is part 1, I believe. I believe there's more coming of the Hadestown Sudoku series. I have tried to work on getting a treat, but it hasn't happened yet. We will see how it all goes. Hopefully for set 2, if it happens, I will have something special for everyone, but we'll see how it all goes. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this series of puzzles. And as always, good luck with your solving.